My Perspective Podcast, y'all. Welcome. It is episode 5. Call me
And
PYT. You already know.
Your girl, Big Homie Smiles, you feel me? TTRLA, what it do? 41 shit.
that's a long ass introduction.
I
Hi everybody,
gotta
I'm
get
Fatty
all that.
V.
Come
We
on,
here
Jamie.
and see all y'all. Thank you, Fatty V. What the V stand for? Fatty vagina or fatty like Vanessa? What the V stand for? Okay.
How you gonna ask her that and you just skip your introduction?
Yeah.
I did.
Like what you doing?
said hi everybody, I'm Jamie B.
Oh.
You don't usually do it like that. Oh, you acting real different. You must got some company over.
Going back to college. Is there an age cap on going back to college? Are you too old to go back to college? Like if you're 40 years old and you want to go back to college, is it too late?
No, it's never too late. It's always it's no age on learning. Let me tell you, but if you decide you want to go back to a campus, it's the best thing an older person can do, living on campus with the young people. Let me tell you, the best situation, because I had a couple old heads living on campus when I was going to school. You know, they was young. We taught them some shit. We taught them about how to treat their kids, you know, life. You with us, hell, you can't be trying to son us, nigga.
Because I'm in college, man. Well, I'm going to school to get my certificate for aircraft mechanic, right? And I'm the oldest one. I'm 40.
Aircraft mechanic? You like that?
Huh?
You like that? That's some money.
I'm trying to get to it, but man, I feel discouraged. Like these kids 19, there's a kid 17. I'm like, what the fuck was
you can't go in there trying to be the old head though. You're gonna naturally be the old head because you're the older person, but you can't go in there trying to act like you know everything, because kids is not gonna flock to that. You just gotta go in there like a student, like you learning like they learning. Now if they ask you to help them, then that's cool. See, a lot of times with adults, right? Because I'm still very youthful, I feel like, and so I feel like I can understand the youth in the I know, but I'm youthful for real, so I get it. You know, and a lot of times older people, they don't like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that maybe for whatever reason they are in this situation where they're dealing in the same realm as a young person. And so they want to show that young person that they are more experienced in life, when it's not about that. It's about y'all both being open to learning and both being able to, you know, help each other. You know what I'm saying? Because a young person can help an older person. It don't matter that they wasn't born, you know?
Okay. I appreciate the good words of encouragement, because sometimes I'm like, damn, like it makes me just think like I need to go to another school or something.
No, enjoy that. Enjoy them young people. It's gonna make you youthful. Because you see how you can see the brains and how you know what I'm saying? Because now you're the generation that's looking down on the younger generation, like our generation was looking down on us. Now you're like, damn, you niggas is ignorant. The music is rotting your brains. That's how I see it. I be like, damn,
That's
what the
me,
fuck is
but I don't
shit?
say nothing. I don't want to sound too old, so I'm just like, they be playing some shit that I'm like,
I'm
crazy.
gonna say that, like, I work with a lot of young people, and
how old are you?
Quiet.
How old are you?
I don't.
She can't say her age. She an artist, yo. She an artist.
Yeah.
Nah, she forever young. I wanna be
45. Everybody PY 45 years old. Okay. Yes, she the oldest of the host.
I pray I make it that age. But but I'm gonna say, like, I work with a lot of young people. A lot of them, they're just now finding out how old I am, because to them at first they thought, you know, I was younger than what I was. But I'm gonna say that because I am older than them and I've had more experiences, or the experiences that they've had, that we can come, I guess, to common terms about. When I tell them like my experiences, like for instance, this one girl that was working, she was like 22 or something like that. And she was like, man, you know, I want to get my own place, and it's hard to get your own place because the economy, woo woo. So I'm like, you do overtime? She like, nah, I ain't finna be giving these people all my time, yada, yada. I'm like, what you got going on outside of working a 9 to 5? Oh, you know, I just, you know, I be, you know, doing me. I'm just trying to figure out.
I be on TikTok.
Right.
So
not doing
I told her,
up under nigga.
For real. So, you know, she asked me, a couple of them asked me, like, do you stay by yourself? I'm like, yeah, I stay by myself. And I told her, I said, see, in my 20s, I wanted to get my own place. And what I did was I was in college. I worked 4
Damn,
jobs.
4PY, you was a Haitian out this motherfucker,
I was about
right?
to say you a Jamaican.
4
Right,
jobs.
y'all. 4 Slim was not playing.
Bro, I
4.
was working from 6 to 8 for the before morning program. Then I would go do preschool. I was a preschool teacher. So from 9 to 1,
You a
preschool
hard
teacher.
worker, yeah.
From 2 to 6, after school teacher. From 7 to 4 a.m., I was working at the warehouse.
Damn.
And I was going to school online in between all of that. But what I told her was, I said, you know, a lot of times young people, they look at all the problems. Everything is, oh, woe is me.
Right.
I just can't make it. You know, I can't do it. But I told her, I said, when you get older, you start to look at the solutions. You start to realize I just have to do X, Y, Z in order for me to be successful. So I feel like working with younger people, I don't like approach them like, oh, I know everything, but they come to me and they talk to me and it's like, I got more experiences than y'all. You know, I have more wisdom in certain areas than y'all.
Yeah.
So I'm open to having those conversations.
Right.
And I tell them all the time, you'll only be successful as a young person if you're open to listening right now. If you can't listen right now,
That's
you're not going to get
powerful.
what you need. You feel
That's
me?
strong right there. Snap on that. Let's snap. Everybody in the comments, snap on. Hear me sing the song. I was swerve in the corner store.
Oh,
Bro, did you see? Did we not talk? Let's snap for my perspective podcast.
Shut up.
Because
yeah.
did we not speak on the remix? Did we not say Lil Wayne?
Well, y'all put a Lil Wayne in that motherfucker kill.
And who
They looking
the
at it, y'all.
The new Lil Wayne trash.
No,
the new Lil Wayne.
the new Lil Wayne could not. Look, now, no Lil Wayne disrespect will be allowed. Lil Wayne is a lyricist. He will always be great. Now, is he keeping up with the times? No, because I want y'all to remember, Lil Wayne don't listen to nobody but himself. He don't listen to nobody but him.
I respect.
So his shit gonna always sound unique. You know what I'm saying? So let's not disrespect Lil Wayne, okay?
Still,
I just feel like
Fatty D still excited about his new album this year.
Me too.
This for your Fatty D.
All I'm saying is, with all this stuff that's going on in hip hop, I feel like Lil Wayne feel like people counting him out. He didn't get the Super Bowl.
Right.
People talking about his performances, you know, like basically like kind
of
they picking at his legend. Once I hear that lighter flicker, it's over.
Yeah. It's over. Fireman. I am the fireman. You can spark it up and I'ma push it out. You can spark it up and I'ma push it out. Huh?
She gonna put the glasses on for me.
Man.
Hell no. Come on, Soulja Boy. You can't do that shit.
I am a Lil Wayne fan. I love Lil Wayne so much. When my niece was born, she's 22. I gave her the nickname Weezy because of Lil Wayne. I want to hold the 20s or the late 2000s to the mid 2000s, Lil Wayne. But this new shit, come on, y'all. You gonna sit here and tell me y'all like his new shit? Y'all holding on to some shit.
I'm a Wayne fan, so when you got that Wayne, when you a Wayne fan, your Wayne ear not gonna just be like, oh, Wayne is some shit. Hell no. Everything is fire still to me. I don't know.
I have to say, it's a couple of songs, a couple of features that I've heard him on where Lil Wayne's supposed to kill everybody on the track. He has to kill everybody on the track. And I don't know if it's because, you know, some of the artists popping right now. So it's like, if he's like holding back, you know, but
most of these artists that stole all this nigga swag, the fuck? They done stole the nigga lyrics. They done stole the nigga bars. It's like he going in the booth with himself sometimes, probably, maybe, if you feel like that. Because I feel like everybody just be biting Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Wayne is all rappers' favorite rapper. Real. The nigga got bars, bro. The nigga got bars.
He did have bars. He really did.
Krispy Kreme.
He did have bars, and I'll give Lil Wayne that. We was on me going to school for aircraft maintenance, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that want to change their profession due to these planes crashing, man. Come on, Smile, talk to us.
Yeah, talk to us.
Now I'm gonna be real with y'all. Okay, so So we're going to do an update on the DC plane crash because a lot of shit has happened with that.
Okay.
So number one, I don't know if he was the general or what, or the sergeant or something, but he goes on into the news and says that the pilot, was a fairly good pilot. Now, first of all, he already sending me for a loop. Talking about fairly good. No, is she a great pilot? Because a Black Hawk is an excellent helicopter, they use to do missions and save people and stuff like that. So what I heard was, now this is a conspiracy theory. I'm not gonna say this because y'all know we don't want to get shut down.
Yeah, this is me holding you back, and you Travis
Scott. But I'm gonna say it. Unhand me, Jamie. I'm gonna say it. So they're trying to say that this whole thing was okay. So that they're trying to say that the pilot and the people inside the Black Hawk was not actually in the Black Hawk. They was actually in a simulation, almost like a VR, because they was doing technically a doomsday type of situation, right? It was a stimulation for the pilot and the people on the plane. They were doing a doomsday stimulations. This is actual facts for those of you who don't know. So what they're trying to say is that they were actually in some type of Black Hawk simulator, in that they didn't see the plane because in the simulation it was daytime and not nighttime. Now I'm gonna tell you the reason why they said this. Is recording saying that the Black Hawk pilot did not have her night vision goggles on. Now that may be because she was inside of the fucking machine and not the actual helicopter, which is at night, right? And so they also said that the people from the tower was given a warning to the pilot in the Black Hawk, and she didn't hear her. I mean, well, it seemed like she wasn't hearing them. Now, mind you, boom, fast forward, there's a video on the internet right now with the Black Hawk helicopter hovering frozen in the air prior to it hitting the American Airlines plane. So my thing is, if they was flying a virtual plane, but the virtual plane was driving the actual plane, she would not have heard the people saying, or if she did hear them, she was probably like, where was it? Where's the plane? I don't see it, because she is in a simulation, and they probably didn't want to relay what the pilot was saying to the actual real life tower, because then that would throw everything off, and that is why they crashed. So
you believe that?
Absolutely, I fucking do.
Why you believe
absolutely
that?
Absolutely.
I mean,
it's a direct. Now before you say that, now I'm gonna tell you why. Now I know y'all gonna be mad at me for using this analogy, but shout out to our POTUS, Donald Trump. In golf, I've never seen a ball drive. When somebody hitting it straight drive, I've never seen two golf balls collide. Right? In the airplane, when they first said it, they said they both had straight paths. The Black Hawk path was a different path, and the airplane path was a different path. Why wouldn't it make sense that it was a stimulation and they was actually driving the plane from a virtual place? I bet you if they pull them bodies of them people in that helicopter, it won't be burned up.
okay.
So, okay. Fatty D says, so was the helicopter empty?
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't believe it.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
So
if that helicopter wasn't empty and they have bodies, them bodies is mangled. Them bodies is mangled. The Black Hawk has an ejection button too.
I don't believe it. What about you, PY?
So my response, my perspective, the simulation thing doesn't sound off because I like sci-fi. I grew up watching Twilight Zone and stuff like that. The only thing I think of is Elon Musk. And the reason why I say that is because, number one, that's technology.
Yep.
He's in charge of technology,
yep.
right? When it comes to the United States, the government now.
Yep.
So my thing is, I feel like y'all was trying to implement something, just like how that spaceship just blew up the other day. I don't know if y'all saw that on the news. One of his SpaceX things blew up again.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I feel like they were trying to do something, trying to see, I guess, how the simulation can work in wartime without actually being there and flying the stuff out there like a video game, like Call of Duty or something, you know? And it backfired. And I feel
Because he
like
wasn't a fucking
instead of
video
them,
game player, DEI.
I feel like instead of them taking credit for it, instead of them saying, you know, this is our mess up, this new administration, because it's already so many things that have gone wrong, it's like, okay, we just gonna say this pilot, this woman. But at the end of the day, what program is this?
Right.
Who put on the simulation? What's the technology behind the simulation? That's just how I feel about it. I feel like they F up and they don't want to admit to they F up. And of course they gonna throw other people under the bus, but they F'd up.
Yeah. But they're blaming it on the pilot.
Yeah.
Smiles, you're a Donald Trump supporter. So what was the ethnicity of this pilot that they're blaming it on? Because didn't Donald Trump
say white?
Yeah, she was white. Oh, okay.
But she's a woman, so I guess that still does fall under DEI. So that's what he's gonna say. But she was 63%.
But just to throw a fact in there, 63% of white women benefit the most from DEI.
Yeah.
So if anything, if they cut it out, it's going to hurt white women more than it is black women.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna hurt white women, but at the same time, it's still gonna be bad for us, and it's still gonna hurt us because it's a lot of us, like how Jamie's going to school. It's a lot of us that are bettering ourselves to get into higher positions, and we don't want to have to catch the backlash because of that. And unfortunately, we will catch the backlash because of that.
This program, but DEI is not a preventative measure to not hire black people. What it is just not to allow favoritism and nepotism in the workforce.
What you just said it was going to backfire on white women. I'm not talking about black. You said it's not going to affect black women as much. I'm just saying women.
Oh, women.
For black
women. I don't think DEI is against hiring women either. I think it's the fact, again, it's about favoritism and about, you know, nepotism in the workplace and using DEI as an umbrella to, you know, hire a bunch of fucking retarded people.
Yeah.
But I think what it comes down to is people knowing their job and being the best at what they do. Because if you're the best at what you do and you go and ace an interview, who can stop you from getting a job?
Because if we're talking about nepotism, most of these CEOs and most of these people that own these companies put their kids on. So if they cut DEI and they trying to cut nepotism and all this other stuff, you gonna tell these owners of these companies that they can't hire their son, they can't put their nephew as a board of director? Like, where does the chain go? Is it only for the common man, or is it going to be for everybody? Because they're the ones that's benefiting off of nepotism. They're the ones who's keeping their families in charge of all these companies, and it's like, where are they college degrees? That's all I'm saying.
I think it comes back to, because that's what it's coming down to. I think it comes back to black people at the end of the day waking the fuck up and stop expecting to have a fucking seat at these white people table, y'all. We have created our own table before. We have created our own table before, though.
We've created it before. Nepotism. We're not talking about. So
if they cut, and this, what I'm saying is, it go hand in hand. Because listen, I'm gonna bring it together. I'm gonna bridge the gap for you. The reason why I'm saying that is because if we don't have a DEI, right, and y'all saying that is for women, and not only and I'm saying that it's not only just for women, but black women. You know what I'm saying? That means that black people ultimately have to start their own situation and bring in their own people and not worry about what Donald Trump is implementing in the government. I feel like even Donald Trump is even trying to get black people to wake the fuck up. Like, y'all don't need us. Like, we don't need them, y'all. We don't need them.
My question was
not
about black people.
Motherfuckers. They need us.
My question is,
you stressing
as far as DEI goes, is he, all his friends, is he going to say, okay, y'all can't keep doing this. Y'all can't keep putting y'all kids on and y'all family members on, and that girl you sleeping with that just graduated from college, you can't make her your secretary. Like, that's what I'm saying. Forget color. When you said nepotism, that really, like, that's
Because
speaking
we
to
are
me right now, because they're
we
the
are
ones that
inside the.
have been benefiting from nepotism all these years.
Not, you know, her president is.
I'm saying we are asking this because we are including ourselves inside this white people society. If we remove ourselves and not worry about what they're doing and create our own organizations, our own businesses where we hiring our own people, why the fuck do we care about what DEI is doing? All my niggas is with me. Oh, my hot topic. Oh, my DC hot topic.
Your DC topic.
Okay, so as y'all know, as DC turns, you know, it's a soap opera in DC. I'm not even gonna lie. This shit is crazy, yo.
Yeah, we gotta start doing that.
For real.
Yeah,
DC
DC
turn.
Yeah.
turns. So remember the last time I talked to y'all about the topic, Aunt Glizzy had gotten his jewelry taken and his house robbed and shit by this girl that he was talking to.
Yeah.
But now it has flipped. So now Aunt Glizzy now is on this dude named DC Fly Ass.
What?
And so DC Fly is a part,
not the comedian.
not DC Young Fly,
Oh,
DC Fly.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
DC
DC Fly. Okay.
Fly old head in DC, a jail nigga. And so is alleged, and Glizzy is making videos allegedly that he was a DC butt bandit. You know what I'm saying? And Lorton. And that's and so niggas had to let Ant know that that he might be that the Lorton niggas is the reason why probably the niggas think that niggas in DC jail be on butt. But the real niggas in DC, the younger niggas, they not like that. It's a different type of game.
So does DC Fly? Is he a lifer?
He got out of jail. He was a lifer, but he got out of jail during COVID because he had hepatitis and shit, and so the jail couldn't provide
Everybody,
his.
but if I thought I was a lifer, you
Yeah,
getting your ass taken tonight.
So,
You getting your ass.
wait.
but
So
they say.
so when you
Go ahead.
say that the old heads be more on that type of thing than the young ones, what you mean? Like the old dudes is like but like what you mean? Like,
I don't
Booty
know.
bandit.
I guess they said allegedly and Lorton he was a legend because he was knocking niggas out,
okay.
and I think he probably was taking their butt.
Hold up.
DC, what y'all got going on over there?
This is allegedly. This how they get that.
Over there.
Did like on
Capitol Heights,
Snowfall.
Maryland.
So he
I'm
did
from
like
Maryland.
the dude on
Maryland.
Snowfall. He beat
I'm
niggas
from
up and
Capitol
raping them.
Heights, man. I'm from PG County, Capitol Heights.
That's good.
But this,
No, Maryland.
this all started. Let me tell you, y'all cut me off. But this all started because this nigga named Eon, who is running this page on YouTube called DC Blacks, was on Aunt Glizzy ass about snitching basically on a tow truck guy about his little thing he got going on with cars that he tow, I guess. But then it kind of backfired on Eon because Aunt Glizzy got this story out in the world that Eon is on some crazy shit too. So, and then this story with the DC Fly dude coming out. So, but now Eon is doing damage control. So he on YouTube saying that information that Aunt Glizzy saying is false. But Aunt Glizzy got paperwork of the shit. So I'm like, damn.
You got paperwork. It's over.
Yeah.
Done.
But you know,
DC.
people can
Shout
make
out
up
to the
paperwork though.
So how
So,
did he respond when they said that Aunt Glizzy had the paperwork? Like, how did he respond? Like, ooh, like I know he really got paperwork, or
he basically was saying that shit was a lie, basically.
Hey, some
they
people
always say
consider
that.
being gay in jail is that's jail thing. Not gay, I'm sorry. Having sex with a man in jail that's jail. But when you in a real life, you straight. I don't know.
But some
Gay for the
people
state.
also
Gay
say
for the
that
state.
they do it because if you fighting a dude and you knock him out and you take his butt, he ain't gonna say, oh yeah, or if you beat up a dude and he take your butt or something like that, he ain't gonna say, oh yeah, the nigga took my butt, I beat him up. He gonna be like, yeah, I took your butt, and then you gonna be like, what? so you gonna keep that shit a secret. So it's almost like a power thing.
Everybody gonna know in jail. Everybody know who get raped. Everybody know.
Everybody.
They ain't no secret.
And then the streets end up knowing.
Yeah, everybody know that. Then they tell people.
Well, I guess that's how the niggas know that the nigga butt bandit. I don't know.
Man.
So he the person off what's that movie? Bootylicious? He Bootylicious?
Yeah. Off the Boondock.
Off the Boondock?
Man.
Shout out to Bootylicious, aka DC.
That nigga Damon off of Friday at the Next.
Shout out to Davey, aka DC Fly.
Yeah, nah.
I don't know, but that was my DC topic for today. You know, this the after I come to y'all with part 3. You know, next time as DC turns. You know, as DC turns. Also, in the midst of this, Shy Glizzy dropped a new song with No Savage called "Force My Hand," where he dissing and Glizzy in the joint. He was like, "Your brother took this stand, nigga. That ain't my man. That's why your man got put in the dirt. You understand? Oh, he got the curry and shit.
Okay,
we gotta check it out.
Make sure y'all check out "Force My Hand" by Shy Glizzy and No Savage.
For sure. All right.
That's beef. Speaking of beefs, man, we got so many beefs going on in this motherfucker, man. I can't keep up. But before I let PY take over, man, we have to send a great heart to Irv Gotti, man.
Yeah.
One of the pioneers, great producers, man. You gotta respect
Irv Gotti, bro.
Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, the list goes on, man. But I do want to know, I know PY and Smiles, y'all be into this. Like, how did he die? Like, was it because of another stroke?
He had diabetes.
Yeah.
Oh.
He had diabetes. He had diabetes, and then he wasn't keeping up with his health and stuff like that. With because when you got diabetes, that's what my dad died of. When you got diabetes, you really got to change up your diet. But sometimes you get to this is a whole nother story. But I feel like sometimes you get to a point for men, if they really want to go, they just not taking care of themselves. They just like, it is what it is. I'm gonna live my life, and you better enjoy me while it's here. That's how I feel like Irv Gotti was like.
I think some people get discouraged too, because my friend whose son I raised, I'm in his life, but she passed in 2021. And
I'm sorry for that.
I watched her go from 140 pounds to 60 pounds. I watched her have to not be in control of her bowels anymore.
Damn.
So I don't know how serious it was for him, but
and that was a cause of diabetes.
Yeah.
That she got diabetes honestly because she had a baby. She had a baby. They didn't tell. They told her she had gestational diabetes. After she had the baby, they never said anything else, and she went a whole 2 or 3 years not being treated. And by the time she did get treated,
y'all should have sued the fuck out that hospital.
But I'm just saying that to say, watching somebody go through that, the poking themselves, always in the hospital. She used to always complain about that, the always being poked and prodded and looked at. And then you can't control your weight. You don't feel good about yourself. And it does get to a point where you, like Smile said, it's just like, I'm just going to live recklessly, but at the end of the day,
you just don't want to suffer no more.
Yeah.
You're going to live your life how you fucking want.
So rest in peace, to Irv Gotti, despite all the craziness that he had going on before he died, the comments he made about Ashanti, and rest in peace.
What comments he made about? They said, hey, hold on. They said that the reason why he went into that cardiac arrest was because of the shit that 50 Cent said. But what did he say about Ashanti? I missed that one.
Okay. We saying rest in peace, but I'm just okay. So basically, the thing with Irv Gotti was him and Ashanti were supposed to have been messing around when she got signed to Murder Inc. He was married, right? But that was like his, and then
he was 10 years older than her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she ended up messing with Nelly, and once he found out about it, I think they went to a basketball game or something, and a picture was taken. So once he found out about it, he was just like, I'll like go over there, let him make you somebody. Then these last few years, he didn't want to give her masters. He was talking bad
Oh.
about her, like talking about, oh yeah, I wrote this song. What was that song? I can't remember, but it was on her first album. I think it was Happy.
Mhm.
And he was like, yeah, I had just, put it on her, and she went to the shower and I turned over and wrote the song, or she wrote the song after we had sex. Like he was just
He did
saying a lot of
her like
things.
that?
He
Yeah, he was
did her
saying a lot of
cold.
disrespectful things.
Yeah, he did her cold.
Oh, damn.
That's
That's why 50 Cent was just like going on him like, oh man.
So hopefully, because she was trying to re-record her first album because he wouldn't give her
Did
masters.
he give
But
her masters eventually?
nah. So I would love to know what's gonna happen now. Did he
Oh
will them
wow.
away, or who's in charge of his, business? Because he never gave them to her. He
Maybe
never.
Irv Gotti got the last laugh on Shanti ass, huh? That's fucked up.
I don't know.
maybe.
But we talking about beef. So since you said 50
Focus on.
Cent, how do y'all feel about 50 Cent, the last, I want to say, 48 hours, going in on Lil Meech, Big Meech? He's
He
upset.
fucked up.
He's
I don't
upset.
think he's fucked up.
He's upset because Big Meech took a picture with Rick Ross, and
Yeah.
then he posts, Lil Meech text, and Lil Meech is basically saying he put money in my dad's pockets. He paid my dad bills, which, if y'all know how BMF used to be, everybody in Florida, all the parties, everything, nobody paid for nothing. Everything was on him. I don't know what type of drug stuff they may have had going on, but it sounded like he just saying, Rick Ross is just paying his respect. But 50 went left.
I don't think 50 went left due to the fact that when you was in jail, they didn't look out for your son. 50 Cent put your son on, made him a millionaire. So with that being said, when he got out, 50 Cent basically already had like another series only for Big Meech, so Big Meech can eat. So it's all about loyalty. You on my side, I put food in your pockets. It don't matter if Rick Ross gave you 100,000. That 100,000 is not gonna last forever. 50 Cent is putting you in a position that you can eat for the rest of your life. So you basically just said fuck him. Everybody knows Rick Ross and 50 Cent hate each other, just like 50 Cent and Ja Rule. So I feel like you just basically you bit the hand that fed you.
Somebody
And
said,
you seen what the post when he was like, yeah, Lil Meech was like, yeah, I'm just getting ready for the next season. He said, what next season, little nigga?
Saw that.
no, that was fucked up. Somebody said 50 is petty, but I think it's a business move for more promotion to finish the last season. I think that's a good conspiracy theory, but I honestly think 50 Cent really real life feel like Big Meech real life backdoored him. But whole time it's not really, but it's not. Let me tell y'all why it's fake though. Number one, 50 Cent already knew what was up with Meech in this situation with Tammy. I'm gonna tell you this.
Is he a snitch or what? That's what I want to know.
I don't know if he not necessarily a snitch, but did he put niggas on people to get bag? Who knows? Probably.
So
but is it good? I mean, you call it what you want. I call it a play. I call it a play because if you know what I'm saying, I call it a play. She actually tried this play before. That's why we thought he was getting out, but it didn't work because she slept with the fucking detective. But he ended up getting out. So it's a play. I think Big Meech is gonna be good at the end of the day. Big Meech gonna do what's good for him. I think he just used to being the boss, and now he ain't want to be up under 50 Cent. And probably was like, man, 50 probably was like sonning them like because your son me and 50, and he sold his fucking life rights to Tammy. So 50 Cent. So Big Meech is really useless to 50 Cent for real.
Who's Tammy?
And Tammy is the lady that Big Meech put on to the nigga Cuffy to get bag. He sent him 100 bricks or something like that. And Tammy was the interceptor in the play, and she was also a witness for the feds.
Okay, got you.
And so she bagged the dude, and he got bagged 25 years and shit. And nobody would have believed the dude Cuffy, because Cuffy been saying, actually, shout out to 607 because he was the first person that brought this to light, actually, about Cuffy and Big Meech. So I think Big Meech is just not trying to be up under 50 Cent, because 50 Cent, no, he really, like, Meech is really dead weight, actually. And the only reason why 50 Cent was keeping Meech alive on the strength of his son. But now that Meech fucked up with Ross, he like, man, fuck your son, because your son could ultimately turn on me, because that's your son. And why wouldn't he? If that was my son would turn on you for me. Fuck is you talk about?
You said, I agree with you as far as each was somebody that I guess you would look at like a mob boss. This is somebody that was literally in the streets. This is somebody that had dealings with people from Colombia. Like, dude really was one of them ones. So I feel like I agree with you. You cannot think that somebody like that is going to get out of jail and he wants a handout. You can't it and I feel like Rick Ross, that's not a handout, because like I said, we don't know the dealings that they had or what Meech did for him before he went in.
Right.
And everybody already knew, like, when he get out of jail, my nigga, everybody he helped, everybody he put on, you gonna have to pay your respect, whether you and 50 Cent got beef or not. Now, taking a picture, I probably wouldn't have taken a picture, but at the same time, this nigga is not, he don't mean nothing to me. 50 Cent and Meech wasn't cool. 50 Cent and Meech wasn't best friends. They wasn't interacting before he went to jail. Like, oh yeah, this my ace boom coon. Meech and Ross knew each other. Second,
Agreed.
I feel like 50 is the type of person that all these years he been trolling people. All these years he's been going at people that haven't really, they to me, I don't feel like they really had 2 feet to stand on when it came to him. People was intimidated by him. Meech is not intimidated by him. Meech got a lot of, he got a lot of shooters. He got a lot of people. We don't even know who he still got out here. So I just think for 50 Cent to be posting rat pictures, like, you're doing stuff
So do you
from
think
the internet.
he a rat? I mean, do you think he a snitch?
I think that anybody, and I've seen my bosses on documentaries say this, anybody who does crime and they're making a profit, they have the police, quote unquote, in their pocket. They're giving them information about other drug dealers and about other people so that they can still have that relationship. So if you want to say snitching is snitching, but for him to be on the internet blasting like that in real life, if this was the 90s when Meech was who he was, if he would have did something like that, even spoke on that, he probably wouldn't be here right now.
Last episode, little nigga.
See how 50 Cent son made a video and put it out today? Like, you was saying all this stuff about me, and you had my dad back. You was loyal to my dad. Now look at what my dad did to you.
My kids told the nigga he warned Lil Meech. I swear to God, he warned Lil Meech. He said, man, don't get close to that nigga, man. He'll turn on you, young. And what 50 Cent do? 50 Cent turn on anybody, but guess who gonna give 50 Cent the karma that 50 Cent gonna get? It's from that son that he hold on that pedestal.
Oh, the little mix.
Oh, the little
man, that son gonna have karma for his ass. Watch what I say.
Big Meech is not gonna do nothing to 50 Cent. He might send somebody, but him doing it, man, he spent 20-something years in prison. He don't have another 21. He
I've been thinking of a master plan this whole time. Y'all don't think this all a play? Y'all crazy. Meech been playing it. This chess for Meech. What, 50 Cent? 50 Cent just motherfucking thought he checkmated, nigga? Nah. Big Meech just said, got one. Checkmate, nigga. 50 Cent trying to play it, because remember I told y'all 50 Cent know that Meech sold his life rights to Tammy. So he having a meeting with Tammy about doing a documentary exposing everything about Meech, right? But guess what? Little to 50 Cent, no, I ain't going, because they might be looking. I forgot. Damn, I'm all exposing the real shit,
Let me hold.
and they all looking at. I forgot. My fault. My fault. My fault. Unhand me.
Cameron and Jim Jones.
Yeah, let's talk about that. When I was so lost when Cameron was talking shit about Jim Jones, what happened?
He does. I can't say I'm a Dipset fan, but I did used to rock with Dipset. Like when I was
say you a Cameron fan, he in my top 10.
I used to rock with Dipset. But it seemed like Cameron constantly, this kind of go back to when we was talking about teams, right? So
yeah.
Cameron is like, I already had Dipset, I already was rapping, I already had my stuff popping, and I added, Jules Santana, and this what it became. Real with you, I'm sorry, but Jim Jones got a valid point, and I've been looking at a lot of like the fans' comments that been following them. Jim Jones literally held Dipset down. There was a time where I didn't even hear Cameron, no Bird, no Dipset, no nothing.
Right.
And Jim Jones was still out there with the chain. He was still pushing it, him and Jules Santana. And
Jim Jones
that Easy beat.
Yeah, like niggas was they was really, pushing that and putting on for that. And Cameron, of course, because that's his conglomerate, you feel me? His name is still out there. His music is still out there. You feel me? And I just feel like that's something whatever issue they had, they should have went behind closed doors and they should have talked it out. For Cameron, you doing the same thing like 50 Cent. You trying to make him look like your bitch. Like, I'll put you on. You was just a fan. If it wasn't for me, you ain't this, you ain't that. And it's like,
okay, to be fair to Cameron, Jim Jones was a fan of Cameron coming up. He was a fan, you know what I'm saying? But also Jim Jones was also putting in on the street side. Cam was a fan of Jim on the street side because Jim was doing the street work. He was going to school in Brooklyn, coming to Harlem, putting in work, and he noticed Cam, they had a little interest, and then Cam taught Jim how to rap, and guess what? Jim actually was a great fucking rapper, and the nigga ended up holding Dipset down so much.
he did.
Jim Jones became the face of Dipset. I never saw Cameron, honestly, growing up as a face of Dipset. I always saw Jim Jones and what's the nigga Santana? Jules Santana. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Jim Jones, though, is that he's such a real Harlem, cocky New York nigga, is that the image, he just pushing that image too much. It's like, it's not believable, though. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he don't have no humbleness, about him. And Cameron is a little bit more humble, and he's a little bit more personable when it comes to interviews. Like, Jim Jones had the interview with Cam Capone, and the nigga talk about nigga, don't ask me no question about Cameron. You ain't paying me enough for this. And if you ask me a question, I'd have told that nigga Jim Jones, man, eat a dick, bitch. And I told everybody, man, shut the cameras off. We out of here.
You can Google it or YouTube it. Jim Jones has done many interviews where he's cried and talked about Dipset. Where he's like,
I paid my whole bag for him to cry. Nah, nigga, come on, I'm gonna ask you my shit.
Like I'm sitting here, and when I had your back, he just basically trying to reiterate his stance as far as Dipset goes.
No, he's basically trying to invalidate his hood page and then say he's not from Harlem.
Cameron is an Aquarius, like Smiles and myself. We wear our heart on our motherfucking sleeve, man.
Yeah.
I'm Cameron all the way. Shit. And he my top
Cameron Aquarius. I didn't know that. Look at Crump. Go ahead, Crump.
Aquarius, baby. I'll put the
Aquarius, yo.
Tell me. Yeah.
Snapping the fingers, you know what I'm saying?
Aquarius.
You know what it is, though? It's just
that we waiting for you. Snap them fingers for us. It's our season.
I mean,
you got hurt by an Aquarius.
Be emotional, though. These rap niggas is, you know what it is? The street niggas really, they don't have no emotional intelligence. They just have anger and aggression and bully. They don't really have emotional intelligence. So when they're in environments or in situations where emotional intelligence is required, they act out and ways that they act out is like, you know, sometimes rants on the internet, or
They act
sometimes, you know,
like
it's like,
girls.
yep,
Niggas don't act
straight.
like that. Take it to the,
I'm telling
just make
you.
a diss record like he did. Like, y'all
Yeah,
rappers, that's
that's
what y'all
what
supposed to
I'm
be
saying. Like,
doing.
why y'all niggas box or
Yeah.
something? Why y'all niggas on the internet?
Everybody that's watching, you feel me, and the host, we gonna do some, you know, we gonna come up with some, I guess, Valentine's Day topics. We gonna see who got some relationship drama or who got back together.
Jamie
Talk about
got all the hoes, so I know she got the fucking relationship
I'm
shit.
in a relationship. How dare you?
yeah.
You in a relationship?
Yes. With PY. Spread the rumor, y'all. Spread the rumor. Everybody spread the rumor. Jamie B and PY. Spread the rumor, y'all. No, for I am in a relationship. I am in a relationship. So if she watching, I love you. I'm in a relationship, seriously. PY like, yeah. So PY, if you was gay, you wouldn't date me?
I don't even know how to answer
You know what that means when
Put
they
shorty
say
on the Jamie. Who the fuck puts? How you gonna put her on the spot like that? That's crazy.
Okay.
Even
Let's
had a
do it.
boyfriend. No, I've never even had a boyfriend. I've been dealing with someone for the past 5 years, but
Oh, okay.
Oh wow,
this is my first
that's
time.
wonderful.
I've never really, I never had a boyfriend. Never. I've never had a
That's
boyfriend
like
before. So
Oh, okay.
that's
never had that connection. It just never happened for me. So I've been dealing with someone. So I'm hoping to see.
Shout out to that someone.
Yeah.
I hope they Aquarius.
No, they're Gemini.
Oh, I hate Geminis with a